Good evening. How is everybody? We're live in Cornwall as we get battered by a storm. Storm Arwen. It's battling our north coast right now, folks. So please batten down the hatches if you're in a caravan, or if you're out living in a van, or if you're out in the country. Please be careful because the wind is pretty windy. Welcome back to Kuna EXP. Welcome back to tonight's live stream. I noticed we got a dislike on the last one. I don't know why that was. Not very nice. What are we going to do? Tonight, we're going to paint the aircraft. This aircraft. Right, so I just got to do some research. There's nobody there at the minute, so no need to panic. So, what's this one? Okay. Okay, let's type this back in again. Right, okay, so let's get rid of that. Still nobody there, so we no need to worry at the minute. Right. Okay. Right, so we've lost something on there, but never mind. Right, so good evening, folks. Sorry, I was on a different page then. Good evening, welcome back. So tonight we're going to paint this body of this aircraft. Matthew, good evening. So I was on earlier and we assembled the body or the fuselage of this aircraft. So tonight we're going to paint it. Hello, Chris, once again, yes. This is dried now, so it's been a few hours since we was on. So I thought we'd just paint the body and then another night we'll put the wings on. So let's go, folks. So we're using Tamiya acrylic, I think it is it? Yeah, acrylic paint. This is the nice color green. I like that color. So let's start. So we'll do the front of the aircraft. I'll have to get you in view, because obviously there's no point being on live if you're not going to watch what we're doing. So there we are. So there we go. So at the moment, folks, we are being battered by a storm Arwen, and the wind at the moment is very high down here. Yeah, so we're really getting a battering down here. Mind you, there's a lot of folk that don't realise that Cornwall in the winter, it is really, really rough. You know, we certainly do get a battering. Oh, we've got a little hair there. We'll have to get rid of that hair a minute. Oh, right, Matthew, I didn't realise. I thought you was way up into the up country, but obviously you're local. Fantastic. Yeah, one of my friends works in Trelisk, Chris, and I've got another friend, Adam, who's a porter in Trelisk, and they've been very busy of late, so I've been told. Yeah, we haven't had a good storm for a long time, but as we all know, Cornwall does get a battering. I think this is going to take two coats, folks. You can see that, likes of there, it's not covering very well. So as I said earlier, me and Adam from Two Wheel Exploration was out researching earlier, and we've come to the conclusion we know where the crash site of this Spitfire is, but we can't really gain access to it because it's on private land. And we did speak to the landowner, so we can't gain access to it, which is such a shame. But I'm sure Adam will come up with a... Oh, good Lord. Well, it's a small world, isn't it? So yeah, we know where this crash site is of this Spitfire, which crashed quite early on in the war, and it crashed in 1940. So we did do some drone flight today, but I've given that to Adam so he can use it in his video. So hoping to see a nice video from him soon. So this weekend, I think I'm going to be a bit thin on the ground with videos, unfortunately. It's basically the weather, folks. All the videos I've got have been released, basically, so I don't have any videos. Oh, actually, I do. I've got one. We've got a motorcycle video, which we did the other day. I haven't even downloaded it from the Retro Rats. Hello there. Yes, Chris, it would be. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the crash site we went to today, it's basically, well, it crashed and it obviously the pilot was killed. So, but like Adam said, there's going to be some archaeological remains still there. So it would be good if, because I've got a metal detector, so we can do that. But obviously, in the area where we were, obviously the landowner doesn't want anyone to go there, basically, because he's got animals and he's just a bit worried about the animals, basically, like, you know. So unfortunately, I don't think we're going to do any more of that, which is a bit of a shame. You only managed one vlog a week, did you? Oh god. Yeah, I've been really bumping these videos out a lot of late, so I need to step back a little bit, because it's got to the stage where I can't keep it up, if you know what I mean. Hello, B. You all right? And it's obviously a night like tonight. I don't know what it's like in Devon, B, but it's really bad down here at the moment with this storm Arwen. But yeah, but we've been quite busy with making videos of late, so I think this weekend it's going to be the case where we just might get one out, unfortunately. But we'll try our best anyway. In case you're wondering what aircraft this is a Bristol Beaufighter, and it's a 1/48 scale, and I'm building it in honor of the air crews from RAF Portreif, the ones that didn't make it back. This green might just be the base coat, to be honest. I might end up doing a night fighter version with this, but we shall see. Oh, right, yeah, so that river does get pretty vicious at times, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, me and the wife been up around Exeter a few times. It's all right. Very ancient city. Goes back to the Roman times, I believe. Right, so we are cracking on with this, aren't we? Trying to get in camera, it's it's a little bit awkward. To me, an inch. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, this camera is an utter. Oh, flipping excellent. It's worse now. Hang on a minute. Stay. Okay, folks, it's raining outside. Lovely. I'm glad that's better. Fun and games. Nothing like live candid camera. Yeah, we will brave it at some stage, Chris. But we got wet earlier today, to be honest. Yeah, it's pretty rough down here, Retro Rats. It really is. And I think Scotland are worse than us, to be honest. Yeah, I do sleep very well when it's cooler. I'm not really a good sleeper when it's warm weather, if you know what I mean. It's like summertime we've just had. God, trying to get to sleep in the heat is just ridiculous. Retro Rats, how do you keep warm? I know you've got a wood burner. Do you have a diesel heater, like a Chinese diesel heater? I've got one for my Bedford Rascal. I haven't installed it yet, but I've heard great things about them. Hope you guys are warm and toasty anyway. Right, so we're just going over one more coat again, and it's just a short stream tonight, folks. I do apologise. I've got some other bits I need to take care of, unfortunately, but I did promise that I would go live tonight, and we have, so that's cool, eh? Oh, wood burner's lit. Cool. Yeah, brilliant. You can't beat an open fire. You can't beat it. I've got garage at the back there, and we've got like a little lean-to that I built, and I put a wood burner in there, and when it's going, it's blissful. It really is. Love it. Right. No. Oh yeah, the door is shut. Yeah. Yeah. Louis got a habit of popping in. He's probably on my wife's lap. I expect at the minute. Oh right. Okay. So you don't have a diesel heater then, Retro Rats? I dare say you know about them. You can pick them up on eBay. Really good price. The one I got, which is brand new, still in the box, I think it was about £100, which is, I don't think that was too bad, to be honest. Oh dear. Yeah, I like the little digital display. It kind of quite cool, isn't it? Thing is, this time of year, you just cannot be in a van or a caravan or whatever else, some form of heating, like, you know. There's a lot of van lifers use those diesel heaters. Right, there we go. We'll just do the nose there a little bit. See if we can get that done. Right, do the nose bit and then we will disappear. Abandoned and Forgotten Wales. Hello, greetings. I bet it's rough up there, mate. Because you're not really that far from Cornwall, I should imagine. Gas. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right, there we go. Matthew Bellamy, hello. Right, there we are. Oh, I got the brush in my mouth. That's not a very good idea, is it? Oh. All right. Just wash this brush out a minute, folks. Blimey, that sounds worse than what we've got, because I think we've got gusts about 50, 55 at the minute. So no damage to report as such, but according to the forecast, the worst is going to be between, I think he said 3 in the morning and 6 at night. 6 in the morning, sorry, 3 at night, 3 in the morning, sorry, and 9 o'clock in the morning. Right. Now then, so we've got to leave this dry now. Now, in case I didn't show you before, folks, I have bought a new torch and I've used it quite a bit now. This is not, I'm not trying to sell this to anybody, but all I'm going to say is if you want a decent torch, this probably is an all-rounder. It's an Olight and it is the Olight Seeker 2 Pro. Now, we do have the original one there, which is the Olight Seeker, but I've been after this one for a while, and it's thanks really to my lovely wife that I was able to get it. I bet the sea is wild out there, abandoned and forgotten Wales. I bet it really is. I bet it's down at Portreath. And I bet you anything, where we flew the drone recently near RAF Portreath, I bet you if I was out there, which I wouldn't be able to because the drone wouldn't like it. It would just blow away, basically. I bet it's really dramatic there. I bet you anything it is, but we wouldn't be able to see anything because it's dark, of course. So this is green, as you can see. And this is, I think this, the battery in this one is, let's have a look. So it's a 21700 and it's 5000 milliamp hour, 3.6 volts. So, you know, that is amazing. So, you know, this time of year, everybody needs a decent torch, and it's obviously rechargeable. And on here, it's got a scale which tells you the top is the battery, and that tells you what setting it is in. So it's in low at the moment. It's basically low, medium, and high, and then double tap it, and it's turbo. For what we do, this is absolutely brilliant, folks. Absolutely brilliant torch. It's got moon mode as well, which is, I think it's 5 lumens, and it stays like that for 40 odd days, which is crazy, isn't it? So it comes with this packet or carry case. You slide it in there. It's got a lovely little latch, and it's got a classic belt strap, which we've used it quite a bit. So yeah, it's a brilliant torch. Two-wheel exploration. Good evening. Right, so just to recap what I've done briefly, so I don't want to bore anybody. This aircraft is a Bristol Beaufighter, and it's a 1/4/8 scale, which is quite large. And we're building it to honour the crews at RAF Portreif that didn't make it back. So today we've assembled the fuselage. We've painted the interior. I don't know if you can see that or no, but we've got a pilot there, and we've got some detailing in there, which has been done. Yes, mate. Yeah, it was really good. But like I said to the viewers earlier, we have located the crash site, but unfortunately, as you know, Adam, we couldn't make it onto there for various reasons. But we do have some drone flight, which Adam has got, and hopefully Adam will produce a nice documentary style video which will honour the pilot that died. A Warrior X Turbo. Yeah, they are good, mate. I've got this one here. What is this one? You've got that, mate. There's a Warrior X Turbo. I've already used this. It's crazy, you know, but it's bloody brilliant for what it is, especially on a winter's night. If you need to cast a beam a long way, this goes, I don't know how far it goes. Is it 1,000 meters or 100 meters, something like that? But it's really good. I've I bought this and it's hardly been used. Yours is camouflage. Want to swap? Joking. But yeah, you know, I've bought this and I've hardly used it. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, I think Olight do have flash sales on quite a bit, so you might be able to get yourself one at a good price. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Olights. It's not obvious, really. We're also using the where is it? I don't know where that is actually. It's missing in action. I do have another one. I've got another one here somewhere, and it's the H2R Nova, which is the head torch like Matthew Williams wears. The Secret Vault. Oh, here we go. I found it. Don't panic. There you go. Comes with a head strap. I'm going to be upgrading these ones next year to the Olight Pirin, I think they're called. And because obviously this one's been used underground, you can see the dirt from the mine that we went down that time. But I think, to be honest, what we're going to do is get two Pirin, and I think I'm going to get what is it, a Petzl head torch just for me. So but that's next year. That's not going to be yet all of a sudden. It's going to be a bit longer down the road, if you know what I mean. Also, we're going to get another GoPro soon, or not soon, but we've been using this one. This is the Hero 5, I think it is, and so I would like to get the probably the 8, something like that. Yes, yeah, it is supposed to be good, but well, you know, I've had this one for 2 years, probably. And we do have another one. Like, we've got 2 of these, and I've noticed with one of them the moon mode doesn't work. Oh, that one does, so it's got to be the other one. The moon mode stopped working, so I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's the battery started to go or what, but you know, I've had no issue with it really, apart from the moon mode. But who's gonna use the moon mode, isn't it? Like, you know. Yeah, so next week we're going to be out again, bombing about, hopefully. Got a few locations lined up, but I'm going to wait because my bike has basically, it needs a replacement tire now for the front. It's got a few hairline cracks in it. So over the next week, I'm not going to be traveling very far. It's basically 10-mile radius, unfortunately. I've got a few locations within this area to have a look at and do some films. So the videos will be still coming, but they're not going to be as frequent as they have been. Because of the because obviously I don't want to go too far and the tire goes pop and then I've got to find my way back home, sort of thing. So yeah, we got a bicycle and stuff like that. It's not a problem. It's only for about a week. I'm still going to be getting out there, still going to be doing the videos, but it's just going to be, yeah. I seen your picture the other day, Retro Rats. I used to have one of those years ago. And I can remember back in the 90s when they first came out, because when I was at college doing automotive engineering, we had one of those and it was brand new. It shows my age, doesn't it? Oh dear. But yeah, Rovers generally are very good. So I hope you've got it recovered and I hope it's all good. I hope you can get it sorted, put it that way. Because it's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Going back to the radios that we use to communicate with our other members of the crew, we've just upgraded the aerial, and I'll just show you guys a minute. So the radio in question is that, which is obviously the Bofang Eufy 5R. And the aerial, you can just see the wire coming out. So what is screwed in there, as you can see, we've got a wire. Now the wire goes to this, look. It's magnetic. So if you've got your vehicle, you can go plonk. And it's amazing, actually. I tested this on one of my friend's cars recently, and we got a tremendous signal. So when the van's all sorted back on the road, this is going to go on top of the van, and we're going to have this down by the driver. So when we're out in the field and we're with some other members of the crew, we can all keep in radio communication with each other. We're using PMR on this. I know this is a little bit, kind of thing, but these are good and they do really get the signal right out there. Now we do have other ones besides this. We've got these which we use quite regularly. These are our go-to radios basically, and these are on PMR. They're exclusively just PMR, and they are brilliant. So these are the radios. So in case you're wondering, oh, how does he fly his drones so bloody far? Or it's because I do use spotters, and we use these folks, these little radios, and that means that everybody's got eyes on the drone. So therefore, I'm perfectly within my legal rights to fly longer distance. Obviously, the rules are as long as you can see the drone. Well, if you've got spotters and you're in radio communication, like with this, there's no issue. Right. Yes, mate. It's actually died down a bit out there right now, but right at this minute in time, it's died down. But earlier, just after we got back in, it absolutely umped it down. So it's crazy time. So yeah, hopefully everybody's going to stay safe, stay dry, stay warm, and hopefully you don't sustain any damage. No, Retro Rats, they live in their van, off grid almost. So I hope that you don't get any damage. Hopefully where you are, hopefully you won't get any gusts of winds like we've been suffering with, and Scotland. So hopefully you guys will be all right. Any questions before we disappear? No questions? What, around down here, mate? Oh my God, that's crazy, isn't it? Oh yeah, talking about the rock climbing gear, we've got this now. We've got two of these now. This is an ascender, and basically what you do, if I can demonstrate, oops, it's all going wrong now. So what you do is you open it up like that. Whoops. Open that up, put the rope in there, and then click it on. And then what you do basically is you, it's a bit awkward one-handed, slide up, and then it's on it basically, folks. Hello, Charlie. Hello. Do you want to say hello to everybody?
Hello.
Hello.
My mate Caden's in there.
Pardon?
My mate Caden's in there.
Caden?
Yes. Hello, Caden.
Has he said hello?
Hello.
Caden? Hello? Put a comment there, mate. Charlie boy said you're there in the ether. Our next paranormal venture is the Bastard Chapel, if you know where that is. I'm sorry, I can't give out the precise location right now, but I'm sure I can let you guys know more about it when we do it. It's not far from Launceston, basically. Sennon, mate, down at Sennon. Bloody hell. Abandoned and forgotten Cornwall. Yeah, well, the reason why I use PMR is you don't have to have a license to use the PMR. And that's the reason, basically, because I don't really want to. I don't really see the point of getting a ham radio license, you know. So, yeah, so PMR, these go up to, I think it's 3 or 4 miles, these small ones. But it's like if I was on top of Carn Bray with this, and the wife or my boy was down here with one as well, I would definitely be able to talk to him. But we did try. We went up the road to just around the corner and behind a granite building, and the signal died out. Retro Rats, good night. Stay safe, folks, and give them dogs a cuddle from me. So yeah, that's why I use PMR basically, because obviously you don't require a license. These ones here, even though these can pick up everything, I do exclusively use these on PMR. I know it's a bit of a hot subject with these ones, but these are really my go-to ones if I'm out all day, because this has got the extra extended battery, and yeah, they're really, really good. Freenet, yeah, Freenet. I've not heard of that one before. So when me and Adam do a next big explore, I will let him have one of these, and we'll be radioed up, and of course it will come across quite professional on the radio, on the videos. Excuse me. Yeah. So on this we've got the standard aerials, which is, well, I've actually got the longer aerials, which are the same make as that one, I believe. I'll just quickly show you guys. So the standard aerial, when you buy this walkie-talkie, is basically that one there. But they do say that the aerial should be fixed, but because this is a multi-scanner thingy bobby, where is that aerial? I don't know. I lost it. Hello. Right, so when I'm when we're a few miles apart, I change these out and we put these on, which are the Nagoi, and I think I pronounced that right. There we go, folks. So yeah, so this area like this, you know, really does get the signal out there. It really does. Right, I think that's the end of tonight's live stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. We've definitely made an indentation on this aircraft, which is brilliant. I'm not sure when the next live stream will be, but it won't be too long. Yeah, the weather is quite a factor, especially with likes of this. These are good if you're probably, well, I'd say in a built-up area, half a mile. But if you're out in the country, 2 miles probably, you know. But if we're in fairly close proximity with people that you're working with, then these are good. We do use these when we're out with a drone. But if we're in more extreme conditions, then we use these here. So yeah, they're really good. You know, I like them anyway. That's cool, hey folks. Right, I think that's it now. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. We definitely will be back. I don't know when, but I will advertise on my comments when we'll go live again. It will possibly be Sunday evening, but I'm not going to say for 100% sure right now, because Sunday for me at the moment does look fairly busy. Anyway, look after yourselves from all of us at Kerner EXP. Cheers and gone.